everybody, to another great episode of Real Life Matters. And I'm your host with the most is DBoss. But I'm telling you, today we got a lady that's busy. That's the only word I can say. And she is a soul singer, a philanthropist, a designer, a radio host, and I guess she's going to tell us all about whatever she does and the most. But with no other further ado, I'm going to introduce to you Tina Renee.
Hey, girl.
How are you?
I'm doing great, DBoss. Thank you so much for having me, girl. I'm so excited.
The soul singer. I'm telling you, but you know,
yeah,
you're giving yourself a lesser role because you just don't do that alone.
No. You know, everybody know me as a soul singer because actually where I started singing and many years ago, since I was 5 years old, and then my role just evolved. I mean, philanthropist, author, soon to be author, promoter, business owner, designer, the list goes on.
Well, we got time. We're gonna have time, people. Hey, everybody out there watching, we're gonna have time to dissect Tina Renee. Well, Tina Renee, what inspired you to get started as the soul singer?
I would say really it's my mom. You know, my mom, took me to church. I started in church, young pub, right out of Chicago, Illinois. And that's kind of how I started singing. But then when I was growing up, my dad used to always have me watch Aretha Franklin, the Patti LaBelle's, the Michael Jacksons, the Rick Jameses of the world. So and the Tina Marie, okay? I can't forget about her. I used to watch those artists and I just was like, I want to be like that one day. I want to be like that. So I just took on some of their mannerisms, how they perform, and I became the soul singer. I was at an event. They was like, oh, there go that soul singer right there. And that's how it just evolved. I was like, yes, baby, I'm a soul singer. Yes.
And you can blow.
Ooh. I'm different. I tell you that. I always tell people, when you get as an artist, you want to have a unique sound. I do them scats and everything else, and baby, I'm there.
So where have you performed in the world? Because I know you're a world-renowned singer.
Definitely. I've performed in 30 states. I performed over in Mexico, Hocha Casino, Peoria Casino. I just keep it going. Like wherever I go, I want to make sure that the world hear me. Mexico, I performed in New York. I performed in Mississippi. Mississippi loved me. Memphis loved me. The South loved them some soul singing. Tina Renee, okay? Chicago. You name it, I've been there. Any place I go to, city I go to, if I'm just there to visit, I'm like, okay, hey, can I get that stage, New Orleans? Let me get it for a moment. Let me get it for a moment. Baby, I'm here.
Oh, so have you been to the Caribbean?
You already know. I'm going to Jamaica on July 26th. I'll be in Jamaica.
Oh,
I'm going to the Caribbean then. So I can't wait. I'll be in from July 24th to July 31st. My hubby like, I know you're planning something. I got a network so I can get out there and sing. So these folks in Jamaica and the Caribbean know about the girl, Tina Renee.
Oh my gosh. And you sing that with that soul Southern jazz kind of thing, right? That's how you sing, right?
Yeah, I see the thing about it is
I know everybody at home saying, is she gonna sing something?
I love jazz. Yes, I got y'all. I love jazz. I love live music. So anytime I do any of my tracks that I've developed, it's always been with live music, jazz. I want the trumpets. I want some keyboards. I want it all. So when I think about it, I think about I want to see what song can I sing today.
Do you play instruments?
I don't. My instrument is my voice. So I get to maneuver it. So I get to maneuver anywhere I want. Sometimes I'll hit a soprano. Sometimes I'll be an alto. So sometimes I scat. So the beauty of sound from a voice and how you can make it just so powerful. That's my musical instrument.
Wow. So when you're I know you must got something. You got to give these people. I know they're looking at me saying, DBoss, is she going to sing something? Because we want to hear it.
Yes.
Because we like that little flair. We like that, all that flair and all that, that jazz.
I'm trying to think now. See, you got me thinking. I knew you was going to do it because you got me last time. A song that everybody loved me singing is Tyrone. You know that?
Oh
yeah. I'm getting tired of your you don't ever buy me nothing. Dum 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 dum. See, every time you come around, you got to bring Jim, James, Paul, and Tyrone. Come on. Hey. See, why can't we be by ourselves sometime? I've been having this on my mind for a long time. I just wanted to be you and me like it used to be, baby. But you don't know how to act. So matter of fact, I think you better call Tyrone. Call him and tell him, come on, help. Come on, come on, come on.
Woo! Oh my God. Well, some of these people better call Tyrone too, because some of them be bringing all these people around all the time and can't have no peace and quiet.
Y'all better call them, okay? Or call Tina Renee. Y'all can hit me up, okay? TinaRenee.com. Tina, you want me? I got you.
So when you sing, what is going through your mind when you're singing to these people and these crowds? What's going through you?
You know what? When I start performing, I pray. Most people are like, Tina, how do you get pumped up and take the nerves? I pray. Oh, baby, I'm going to church. I'm in that corner. Hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. And when I go in there, I want them to have an experience that creates them want to see Tina Renee again. So when I look into your eyes, I'm gazing into your eyes like, baby, you want me? Because I want you. Or I'm singing to my woman like, hey, girl, you better get ready for tonight, because tonight is your night. Tonight is the night for you. You know what I'm saying? So it's the experience that I want to create with every person that I come in contact with. A lot of people sit on them mics and sing, baby, I'm in the audience. I may sit down with you. I may have a whole conversation with you. I may get you dancing with me. I may have you ad-libbing with me. But it's the performance, the experience that I want you to feel from your soul that makes me the soul singer.
Wow. So that's why it's coming from here. It's coming from all up
coming from here. It's, I always start out with an intro saying, I just want you to feel my heart. Can you feel me? Tell me now. I be wanting to feel my heart. It's coming from my soul. Everything I do, I do it with heart and soul.
Or else don't do it at all.
There you go. You wasting folks' time. You wasting people money.
Well, who have you performed with in the industry?
Well, I would say not so much perform with. I've opened up for Joe Torre, and he's an amazing, amazing guy. B. Cole from the barbershop, he has been amazing. I've hosted with him. See, the plus side about what I do is I get to host and I get to sing a lot of the times. So I just get out there and I just show out. I've worked and hosted with Randy Gill, Johnny Gill's brother.
Wow.
So like, when you think about those people, I'm like, I'm somebody, y'all. I'm somebody.
Well, you're somebody, all right. So we're going to take a somebody break, and we're going to come back more with the journey of Tina Renee.
Definitely.
Looking for a TV show that brings you a raw, uncut, unbiased opinion? What about a show providing a platform to tell us about your business or talent? Tune in to Talk It Out, Monday through Friday, hosted by Chill of Come Clean Empire and his co-host, DBoss, Corey Whitmore, and DJ Despair, where we bring you not just a TV show, but a TV experience.
So mass torts are any sort of lawsuits that affect people harmed by products. And so my job here is to lead up the investigations on those products and also help our team, manage our team that answer the phone calls when our clients call in every day and fix our clients' problems and help them guide the case managers with the issues that they're having with our clients or with the defendant.
One more. So 3 heaping tablespoons of tomato paste. We're gonna go in with our chicken. There you go. So you wanna give this a good mix now. Make sure your cabbage is coated with everything.
I'm John Franklin, CEO of the World Pro Ski Tour and Ski Racing Media, and we're here in Howson Hill for the opening races of the World Pro Ski Tour. This year it's been a little different. Normally we are open and racing by December, but this year with COVID, we've had to jump through a lot of hoops, create COVID protocols, operate in a bubble. We're at Howson Hill to start our season. Howson Hill is actually the oldest operating ski area in America.
I'm putting in a drizzle of oil. The oil heats up, add in the onion. Once it's tender, add in the pepper and the garlic. Next, I'm gonna add in the scallions, the curry powder, and the jeera powder, and the green seasoning.
Girl, let me wine on you. Girl, let me wine on you. Let me wine on you. Yeah, I'm catching fever, a fever, running on you. Don't wear your body and coiling, girl. I'm not toying with you. I'm a believer, receiver, taking from you. Here's what I wanna do. Girl, let me wine on you. Let me wine on you. Girl, let me wine on you. Push back and let me wine on you.
Well, we're back after that wine on you session. with the journey with Tina Renee's journey. I can't hear you, girl.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow. Well, the journey with you, I'm telling you, you've had, and you still have so much more to give. So what in your singing career, what more do you want to do?
Oh my God. I always tell people, like, when you know your purpose in life, you as you're on your journey is more about everyone else. So, my main thing is, number one, to continue to create a platform for artists, for entrepreneurs, for people in general to be able to express from all around the world what they do. Ultimately, when I retire, that's why I always say I'm retiring soon, y'all. We already got a business that we're starting with our own bar and grill right here in Freeport, Illinois. On top of that, I would love to have a community center for kids. And that community center will allow kids the ability to express themselves through art, through music, through media. And it'll be a one place shop where kids can learn whatever they need to learn, and it'll be free.
Wow. So we're going to hear, I just want to play this little clip. It's a song that she has that you had told us about, and a song. Just hold on. Let me see if we can get it in here. I'm telling you, doing this stuff here. Share a screen. Do. Let's see where I'm at here. If I can get there, it should be. Yeah. Oh, saying you couldn't play this video. Why? Yeah, I should be able to. Okay, let me open it.
So the song that she's getting ready to play or working on is called Fix. And it's all about, I need that fix from someone that, yeah.
Let me in my feelings. Let me in my feelings. Took me a while to see. A while that I need you by my side every day and every night. I need you to cut me. Hold me so close. Love me so right.
Wow.
So that's just a snippet.
That's a little snippet. That sounds real good though.
Yeah. That song is truly about getting that fix, because it's not so much sexually, it's the presence of a man that a woman desire. So be able to hold me, kiss me, love on me, and just, maybe give me a warm bubble bath. Rub me down, baby. Give me some of that oil.
She ain't holding her mouth, people, today.
So I'm giving you that. I'm giving you what you want.
So that's a fix. The fix. Well, that's a good one. A lot of people probably during this time need the fix.
After Corona, you're gonna need a fix, okay? A drink fix.
We're here in the house.
Get me out of here. Get me somebody fixed too.
All right. Now we're gonna come in the philanthropist. Tina Ray, the philanthropist. So tell us a little bit about that side of you.
Let me tell you, I'm a quiet doer, and most people don't know that. And what I mean by that is, for years, I've been giving back to my community, from me being in Arkansas, creating a youth center, literally working with Lowe's to replace the flooring inside of a youth center, to redo the carpeting, to paint the walls. I literally had like 300 people come, like, let's redo this, baby, and let's make it up for the center. To being in Rockford, where I've given 3,000 kids Christmas with the help of several organizations, me working with 100 Strong, where I give a chance to give back to my babies, or even MS, folks with MS. I work with the MS Society every year to do a sponsorship camp, where we actually provide drinks and nourishment for the cyclers. I've always loved it. And then my first 3 years of being here in Rockford, every bit of money I received, it went to the St. Jude Foundation. So that's Tina Renee, the give backer, and I do it because that's what you're supposed to do. When you make money, baby, you're not supposed to keep it all. You're supposed to give back to help the needy and the people that desire or want to do something in there for the future. So that's me.
And that's a big heart.
Yeah. My mom tell me, you'll give everybody your last dime, you'll be broke, but you still give. But it's what's in my heart. My passion for people, that's not something that's a front. That's something that's me. And that's all I know, is how to give back, because my grandma did it. She brought the whole community to the house and fed them, So it's instilled in my heart. And that's what makes me, Tina Renee.
Yeah, you put that together. So now we want to talk about, you said you're a designer.
Yes, I actually have the clothing line. So if you go to TinaRenee.com, TinaReneeSinger.com, you'll see every bit of Tina Renee, from the clothing line to my blogs to my shows on YouTube. You'll see everything. But Slay All Day is for the women that likes to slay. See, when you slay, for me, it's about confidence. Slaying is about confidence. The wig that you wear, the clothes that you put on, because everybody knows that I like to switch this hair, okay? And if you walk with confidence,
today.
Okay, I know I like to switch this hair a bit, but it's the confidence that that you walk with. So when you walk in the room, people know, ooh, who is that? They start to questioning. And so when I'm walking in, oh, you better slay, Tina. You better slay all day while you walking through these doors. Because when you have a presence, people want to know who you are, and they want you. They'll want you because of your confidence.
So your clothing line, is it made for your terms? You use fluffy women, or who's it made for? Everyone?
It's made for them fluffy women that want to show a little bit, I have on this site, it has clothes for the fluffy women, it has clothes for the dogs, it has clothes for men, it has it all. It's a unique brand, and you'll see the inclusive culture of me, where you see, you know, our Caucasian, our white sisters wearing it, you see our Asian sisters bumping it, black. As long as you black it, baby, you gonna wear it. Well, be fluffy and confident. Now, when you hear fluffy, most people like, Tina, why you always say fluffy? Because fluffy for me, you got fluff up here, you got fluff back here, you got fluff in the middle. And guess what? It's okay to be fluffy. Might got a fluff in the back, baby.
But you may not even have that fluff there.
You may not. And guess what? And if you don't have it and you ain't got nothing, you could be, I always tell you could be one of those little booty matter too, okay? Guess walk with confidence. Walk it and slay it.
Wow. So, and the clothes that you know, the clothes. So are they the real sizes? Because, you know, today, a lot of people getting clothes and it's like a 14 and it's like a 10, you know, and like, that's not the right size. Yeah. So are your sizes?
You know, the thing about, yeah, it's the normal sizes, and a lot of it, like a lot of my shirts and stuff like that, run unisex. That's the plus of it. So what I don't like is shirts that's too small, and I done bought that. You ain't shopping at Wish, okay? Y'all know. Excuse me, if you have an opinion, you ain't shopping at Wish on Slay all day. You don't like it, send it back, and we guarantee it. We'll take care of you.
You ain't shopping at Wish. You wish you were this.
You know, you get them clothes, they be too small. You're like, you got an 2X? Babe, you gave me a small. How am I supposed to fit in that? No, not today.
Not today. You can't even get your leg in it. Oh, yeah,
it's the whole side in there. I ordered a large. I know I got an extra small, baby. Wish, what you thinking? I mean, I can't even get up in there.
Like, but who's making these things? You know, like, are they really thinking? Or, you know, some people say, oh, maybe they put the wrong label, but they can't be putting the wrong label on too many times.
No, you know, the thing about it is the women nowadays are very curvaceous. You know, you think about all the women nowadays, they got a little fluff. They're wanting bigger butts, you know, they're wanting bigger tatis, or, you know, they want that small waist, but the curvaceousness of a woman nowadays have changed from you wanting to be small and petite. Baby, ain't nothing wrong. You're going to love a fluffy woman because everybody want to be it now. You know, so be fluffy and shop Slay all day.
Oh my gosh, everybody's loving you. We're getting some hey people out there, we're getting some terms here from Tina and Renee, you know, from Canada and everybody who's watching. But we're gonna come back and we're gonna ask about Tina and Renee on our other segment of herself. So we'll be back after this moment.
Yes.
We've all encountered a boy who was a bit more effeminate and dainty than the average boy. We've all at some point met a girl who was a bit more butch, who walked, talked, and dressed just a little bit more like Steve than Eve. Does this mean that he or she has a greater tendency to become a homosexual? Many parents whose children have turned out to be gay admit that their children display signs of gender non-conformity before the age of 10.
It's been exactly a year since Jamaica announced its first confirmed case of COVID-19, and it's also the day that Jamaica begins its vaccination program.
Public health nurse Marcia Thomas Yetman in a cheerful mood after receiving the COVID-19 vaccine at the Good Samaritan Inn in Kingston on Wednesday morning. Mrs. Thomas Yetman went down in the history books as the first Jamaican to receive the jab.
Amisha, is there any merit to the thought process of people who feel like Larry Clayman? And how do you push the 1619 project where it doesn't appear as though it's geared toward white people, that they're all a racist and we need to have this revisionist history?
Well, Armstrong, the 1619 project is geared toward the history of this country in its full array. What we've learned throughout our education systems in America.
Wow, we're back here with Tina and Renee. That's one of
Hey,
my
yo.
sponsors that sponsors some of the stuff with that I'm wearing it today. My Beauty by T. They're out in Winnipeg and Brandon, Manitoba. That's a part of western part of Canada, and they get their clothes from California. But hopefully, I'll get to wear something from the Tina Renee, the soul singer.
Yes, and listen, I'm all about being a brand ambassador. Send me something, okay? I'm with y'all. Love y'all.
Yeah, and she's really great, and she makes the clothes for the fluffy women. And you're tall. I'm tall too, so I'm 5'11". So sometimes these things, we got to have extra material for that. But anyways, we're gonna get back to now. Tina Renee, the author. You say now you're writing something.
Yes. So I'm writing a book called Built to Last, and it's about my life. And my life is interesting because most people see me as, oh, Tina Renee, the host on Flight Radio 105.7. Or Tina Renee, the soul singer. But what they don't understand is like every person has a past, and that past came from rape, from domestic violence, to losing it all, to gaining it back, to losing 2 kids, to all of those things. So the book is all about encouraging women to understand it's not how you start, it's truly how you end this finishing line, and never to give up. So it's inspiring, it's something funny. As you know, I keep it real in my book. I'm talking about the man, he fine. Oh, did you see him? He fine. I know he want me type of book. It just gives, it's me, it's me. And the beautiful part of it is that you'll be able to see that I am vulnerable, and then I'm just true with it, is that, it's not how you start. You may have been broken down, but you can't let life or trials defeat you, because every defeat is meant to build you up and to make you stronger. And that's how you get to be built to last.
So what about, you said that you had a segment in there, you were raped and domestic abuse, and that's a very big issue today.
Yeah.
Among women, how did you walk yourself through that?
The thing about it is, when I was raped, I was young, and it was by a family member, and I never told. I think about the Me Too movement, right? The Me Too movement, and everybody has a segment on it. Well, why did they wait so long? Because a lot of times, a lot of people don't believe that is what happened. Like, you go, hey, grandma, back in the days, it was keep it quiet, shut your mouth. We don't talk about that. So in the midst of that happening, I found myself being angry, angry. And then shortly afterwards, I ended up meeting a guy, and I fell in love. He was a night. He cooked, clean, he had everything that I ever wanted, but he had a different side to him that I would have never known. And I lost me in the midst of it. Scars, I walk, most people can't see it, but I wear my scar proudly because I am a survivor of it. And and I have to see this guy. And guess what? When I see him, I smile. He might be like, how in the world? She crazy. She's smiling. Yes, because I'm a survivor, and when you're a survivor, you realize that I got a second chance at life. And so how I can help other people is by giving them my testimony that, guess what? When you see those signs, the signs are very clear. I was blinded by love. So don't get blinded by love because you want to fix. A lot of times we want to fix everybody. That your job ain't meant to fix everybody. Sometimes they have to fix themselves in order to love you the way you're supposed to love. And then in the midst of it, don't lose yourself trying to love someone that someone that doesn't know how to love. So it's girl, I was crying right.
And those people that these men that do that to women, it's just it's just amazing. And then they're out there, and people won't see them. They're in a mask. Because when they take off that mask, that's the person that you're seeing.
That's who they are. Yeah. 1 in 4 women face some type of domestic violence, and it doesn't have to be he put his hands on you. He didn't call you that B word. He didn't downgraded you in front of your friends and your family. He grabbed you, and see one shake can eventually turn into a slap. So you got to see the sign. Don't allow that to happen. And then women, don't you put your hands on a man.
That means the slapping is coming.
There you go. The slapping is coming shortly afterwards. And the bruising. And, as me being a mother, I'm a mother first and foremost, because most people say, well, Tina, I never want my child to ever experience that. And I will never want my son to ever do that to a woman. So if I'm okay with that, if I continue to stay, my son is going to see that as a normalcy, which I wasn't willing to have happen. I got too strong of a baby to let him see that.
Wow. And for you as a woman coming through that tragedy like that, but now, you know, it made you love again, correct? You
Oh
came
yeah.
through.
Yes, honey. You know, the man, I get excited. The reason why I can get excited about that and I can smile about it is the man that I'm with and I'm getting ready to marry. He wanted me bad, honey. He was talking to me. I said, "This man flirting with me." Oh, I'm not looking. I told him I wasn't ready to be me. I wasn't ready to date. I told him 3 times, and the third time when he looked in my eyes, I said, "Oh, he ready. Like he ready." You know, you ready. Okay, you ready? And you know, we took it so slow. We've been together now for 4.5, going on 5 years, but it took some challenges and it took me stepping back and saying, okay, I'm hurt. I can't love you. So I'm not going to indulge in your love, trying to love you, because I'm telling you, I'm so scarred that I can't love you right now. And he said, okay, I'm gonna give you time. And in that time now he was hitting me up and I still was like, hold on, I'm still broken. Let me take my healing time, because if I enter that relationship, everything that you do to me, if you even raise your voice, I'm gonna think you hollering at me. It's going down. I'm gonna leave you. So as time progressed, I even friends like, oh no, he's not the one. Girl, this man has done everything that I've ever asked for, spiritually, mentally, has created me to be an amazing woman. I see growth in me. I see growth in my son. I see growth in the community, things that he do for the community. And now he's about to be my husband. I'm excited. If you like it, then you should put the ring on it.
Let me see it there, girl. Wow.
I'm so excited.
So that's what you tell people, you know, if they're broken still, you know, you can't love somebody because you might just push those people away. That someone that who does.
Yeah, you miss out on it. I mean, because when you're broken, how can you love somebody? Because guess what? There's going to be ups and downs in a relationship. You know, my husband, you know, it's open. You know, he lost his job last year with Corona. Well, I got hurt during the Corona. During these times, you know what? We never gave up on each other. Guess what? As I was going through my tragedy, he was building me up. Then when he hit tragedy, I was building him up. So if you go into it broken and you hit rock bottom, how can you expect him to build you up? Because he rock bottom and you rock bottom. So at that time in life, as you're leveling up, your husband may be great. And guess what? You hit rock bottom, and baby, he gonna bring you up. So just making sure your self-love is there. I had to love myself first before I entered my relationship with this man and entered, you know, into, you know, our unity that's gonna last forever.
Right. Well, I really thank you for sharing that story and that part of you with everybody, because a lot of people could reach out to you and say, you know what, Tina, I went through that and I heard that advice, and, you know, what do I do? Because I'm so afraid to get involved with somebody else or something, because it takes a lot for somebody to, you know, if you've been very badly abused and beaten by somebody, and then you don't know what you think. Well, is that love? But you know, I know some people are thinking they're saying, well, I would leave and did it. But sometimes some people don't know what you would do when you're in a situation like that, right?
Yeah, you know, some people don't know how to leave. I left. I ran, but I ran. You don't know who to run to, because number one, you're embarrassed.
Yes.
That you allowed this to happen. In society, you know, the thing about society is, if when a woman has said, I have been beaten, I've been in a domestic violence situation, the first thing they say is, what have you done? Oh, I've seen you act like this, but you didn't see the reason why I'm acting like this is because what he's done behind the scenes.
Right.
Or what, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, from a narcissist, they'll make you look like you're the problem when actually you're the empath, and you just fighting and saying, I can't take this no more. You're doing this to me. I can't take it. So, you know, understanding that. Go ahead.
Yeah. And then a lot of people think that, oh, maybe it's your fault, or you maybe instigated it. So that's why a lot of people don't tell nobody nothing, because why are you going to go tell somebody something when they're going to be criticizing you when it's something that's happened? It's happened, and that shouldn't happen. There's a way you can talk with your hands down.
Yeah. And you know what? And it was God that saved me, because at that time, I always tell people, in the midst of that thing, I probably could have lost everything. I mean, If I had a gun, I probably would have killed him, you know, and that's the sad part about it is you could lose everything in a moment of midst of being with somebody that's not great for you. And you sometimes don't know it. But when you realize that you're no longer settling, when you realize that, guess what, I deserve better, when you realize that I'm a beautiful queen, and guess what? Sometimes your mission in a person's life is there for a season. You're only meant to love them for so far. And then once you've loved them as far as you can go, it's time for you to move on.
Yeah.
And being okay with starting over. And I think that's the thing. People are so afraid to fail. People are so afraid to start over. Starting over give you a second chance to make it right. Starting over give you a chance to learn from your mistakes. Starting over give you a chance to say, you know what, I need a refresh, baby, because this ain't right. And guess what? I'm gonna do better this time. So be okay with starting over. Be okay with understanding that you made some mistakes and learn from your mistakes.
Right. And for you being able to talk about it, that means you've gone through it and you've healed.
Yes. You know, when you still crying, it's difficult. I mean, crying, girl, crying. I went to my daddy crying, went to my mama crying. I'm like, I don't know what to do. But I got on my knees and I prayed. I said, God, help me through this. And then what he said is, Tina, I'm going to give you an avenue to talk about your success in this testimony. Every person that you meet, you're going to know that they've been through something because you're going to have a feeling when you look in their eyes. And so everybody that I've connected with, I'm like, you got a story. And, you know, Brittany Terrell, an author, you got a story.
Right.
Bianca, you got a story. Kendrick Jack, you got a story. Dontisha, you got a story. And I want people to tell their stories. And those names that I mentioned is everybody in life. DBoss, you got a story. Everybody got a story. And the question is, how do you make sure people that's out there that may share the same story know that it's okay, that you can overcome it? Because they can look at you. They can look at you and see that. Or they can look at me and see that.
That you overcame.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to take a brief break on this overcoming, and we're going to come back and talk about another segment or part of the journey with Tina Renee. So we'll be right back.
Yeah.
Rhythm.
Rhythm.
Blessed love from Barbados, or as we so beautifully like to say here on the island, what going on, lovely people? I'm Bugging Kente, the spirit of the people. I'd like to welcome you to the Rhythm Caribbean Top 10 Countdown, bringing you some of the hottest artists, songs, and videos from across the entire Caribbean. So stay tuned.
Rhythm.
Amisha, is there any merit to the thought process of people who feel like Larry claiming? And how do you push the 1619 project where it doesn't appear as though it's geared toward white people, that they're all a racist and we need to have this revisionist history?
Well, Armstrong, the 1619 project is geared toward the history of this country in its full array. What we've learned throughout our education systems in America.
Sons and daughters of St. Lucia, love the land that gave us birth, land of beaches, hills and valleys, fairest isle of all the earth. But do we take this Helen of the West for granted? Do we allow strangers to come evaluate our precious stone while we only admire her beauty in glossy magazines?
Girl, let me wine on you. Girl, let me wine on you. Let me wine on you. Yeah, I'm catching fever, a fever, running on you. Don't wear your body and coiling, girl. I'm not toying with you. I'm a believer, receiver, taking from you. Here's what I wanna do. Girl, let me wine on you. Let me wine on you. Girl, let me wine on you. Push back and let me wine on you.
Well, everybody, here we're back with Tina Renee's journey. You're on mute, but anyways, we're back here with Tina. Yeah, and she's going to tell us about her radio host self and this soulful discussions and how you came up with this concept.
Repeat it one more time for me.
Oh, how you came up with soulful discussions. Now you're part of your radio host self. We're dissecting it down to the last part.
Yes. So soulful discussions. Everybody know I've always been a singer, and Mike J. I got to give all props to him. Mike J. He said, Tina, you need to start hosting. Now, mind you, I'm the one that's thinking, like, how do I make more money when I'm out there? He said, start hosting your shows. Start hosting when you're performing. I'm like, I've been hosting. He said, no, I want you to host. And I said, oh, okay. So now you get Tina Renee, the host, and you get Tina Renee, the singer. So, that cut down on one body, right? When I'm singing. So then I saw a need for artistry to be able to put their music on platforms in Rockford. The only place that we really have is like 106.3. And I said, you know what? I want to do radio. Mike looked at me. He said, you want to do what? I said, I want to do radio. And he said, I know the perfect place. And we found Flight Radio 105.7 right out of Freeport, Illinois. Really, Mike found that. And we've been now going on 3 years journey. April the 3rd will be 3 years. But the main point of this platform is to allow artists, folks that's doing amazing things in the community, philanthropists, entrepreneurs, anybody that's doing something to push the 815 towards success. We want you on our show. And we wanted you to talk about your business, what you're doing, how you're doing. And guess what? It's complimentary. Only thing we're saying is if you love us just that much to keep us going, go ahead and donate to Flight Radio because we are a nonprofit. We're a nonprofit organization. So we do what we do for the community. We're a radio station in the community, for the community, with the purpose of making sure that people know around the world that guess what? The 815 is doing amazing things. So yeah, we deal with people all around the world. It's not exclusive to 815 because Mississippi love on us, Texas love on us, Memphis, Florida love on us, all around the world. The Philippines love on us, Africa love on us, Canada love on us. It's a beautiful thing. So the platform is there for anybody that's doing amazing things. If you're an artist, we want to make sure we put your music in rotation. If you're an entrepreneur and you want to service all around the world, we want to put your business in rotation and make sure the world knows who you are.
Well, you got to get our business in rotation.
Listen, I got to get y'all on my show. You know, DBoss, I got you. I'm coming.
So this is, and how many times a week does the soulful discussion comes on?
So Soulful Discussions comes on twice a week, one on Sunday, one on Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. It's a 2-hour show. And like this past week, what we did is we talked to 5 young entrepreneurs, all under the age of 12, that's actually published authors. They have their own business. And then we also talked to the one and only Black academy right here in the Rockford area that promotes all of these kids. In order for them to be a part of their organization or their academy, they have to be an entrepreneur, which teaching them financial wealth and investment. They have to be a published author.
Wow.
To be able to keep that money going. So those are the beautiful things that we do at Flight Radio. We don't just talk to the adults. We get those future leaders. We want them to have their first radio interaction with Flight Radio 105.7.
Wow. So how have you dealt? As soon as you start getting successful and you're getting in there. So how have you dealt with these haters and everybody? I'll sabotage the show. I'm coming out of it, or blah blah blah. You know how that go.
You know what I realized? Haters gonna hate DBoss.
Right.
And guess what? I don't worry about it. And then if you don't like something that I'm doing, tell me about it, baby. Because guess what? I hear you. But when I realize there's not good intent, I'm saying see you later. I'm gonna love my hater because guess what? You gonna eventually love me.
Or they'll tell you, I never expected you. She's not going nowhere. And then now you see it, and you're like, oh, they don't know what to say. They thought maybe you're making it up in your mind or something. But when you have a goal, and your goal is to press on too. So when you have that goal, everybody's seeing what's going on with you.
Yep. 3 years ago, well, actually 4 years ago, I put on my Facebook page, hey, I would love to be on, I want to be on a platform where people all around the world get to hear who Tina Renee is. 4 years ago. I put that out there. People said, oh, okay. I don't think people understood that I was already in a pre-planned motion to be able to be where I am today. Right. Wow. So now they're like, oh, okay, she's serious. And then folks still don't think I'm serious. They're like, is she really on the radio? Is she internet radio? I'm terrestrial. Check us out. 105.7. We're right there. Been going for 8 years, but I've been on this show for 3 years. Boom. Wow. It's not being cocky. It's understanding that you got to put a plan in place and put action behind it. So when I told them 2 years ago that I was going to be at Ho Chunk casinos and be on, singing around the world, people said, okay. Now, thank you to G Todd, who's put me on Ho Chunk Casino. Thank you to Don, who's helped me out to be on the Peoria casino. Thank you to myself for saying I'm going to Jamaica. And Jamaica, y'all gonna know who I am. I'm looking up and reciting. Looking for ways I can do gigs out there. It's those folks that when you really truly want to do something, you just can't talk about it. You got to put some action behind it.
All right. So where can people, if they want to reach out to Tina Renee, they want to be on that, where can they find you at?
Just look me up, baby. Look me up. Tina Renee Singer. On all social media sites. Y'all can go to TinaReneeSinger.com. You want to book me, TinaReneeSinger.com. You want to come see me just to say, let me figure out what she got going on. Look me up, Tina Renee Singer. Type it in your Google, type it in your Yahoo space, whatever you want to know. You're going to see pictures. You're going to see who Tina Renee is.
So is there any shout outs that you want to give to anybody before we close out?
Oh, the boss, I hate leaving you, girl, because you give me some inspiration. I hate leaving you. I do want to say thank you to you and Chill for creating this wonderful platform for artists and entrepreneurs and everybody else that's doing amazing things. This is our time. This is our voice. So you having this platform to do this is amazing. I want to say thank you to my team at Flight Radio 105.7, Malaysia, Mike, Larry Sanders, Leon Deville. Thank you guys for believing in me and then my city. Like, I couldn't be where I am without your support and love. I'm originally from Chicago, so Chicago support me. Arkansas support me. I'd have been in Mississippi, Memphis, support me. Anybody who supports Tina Renee, I love y'all with all my heart.
Yes,
and
we love you. And we love you too.
I gave you my husband. I'm tripping.
I just want to thank you, for sharing your journey with us today, Tina Renee. It's been, now they see who is behind and what the person behind Tina Renee. And I thank you for sharing that publicly.
Definitely. Shout out to my hubby and my son, Isaiah. So Isaiah Miller and Reginald Alexander. I love y'all.
And we love you too, Tina and Renee. And you got to come back on when you get that book cover, because we want to be the first one to put it out there. All right?
I'm with you, sister. I'm with you, sister. And you got to come on Soulful Discussion. So I'll be hitting you up and saying, what day, girl?
What any day, anytime you want me to come on, come on. But anyways, I thank the viewers out there, everybody, for watching, supporting me. You can see all where you can follow me on the screen. I don't have to tell you out, but anyways, I thank everybody out there for watching Real Life Matters today. So bye for now.
Bye-bye.